Welcome to Montreal and this first ever Judo Grand Prix. This wonderful city with its architecture, well, reflecting both the old and the new, is situated on the St. Lawrence River and is the largest city in the Quebec province. Now, this second day of competition here has been superb. Canada enjoying lots of early successes, and the two of the Canadians will be in finals a little bit later on. Lots of judo action to come in this final block, and joining me in the commentary position is Anthony Corelli. And, well, welcome, Anthony. We are going to have a blast in these finals. I just know we are.
Yeah, yesterday definitely set the pace. Today continued the excitement. The audience, it's full, it's loud. They are very much behind the Canadian fighters, and I am looking forward to these finals. It is going to be awesome.
First up, we've got a bronze medal matches. They're all medal matches to come. Bronze medals first, two of them, and then finals following closely after. Alexia Castillos of Brazil is going to be in white for the first fight up, and it's going to be against Gili Sharir of Israel, and that's going to be our first match in the under 63 kilos category.
Castillo in the white, and Sharir in the blue gi.
Yeah, well, it was Castillos that had to have a final repechage fight. What happens is if they get to the quarterfinal stages, then they have medal chances. If they get to the semi-finals, then they go through either to the final, guaranteed gold or silver, or they come back down to fight for bronze. Castillos had to do the repechage final. But here she is, Castillos there in white, Sharir in blue.
Both countries, Brazil and Israel, excellent showings thus far. Strong overhand grip by Castillos. Grabbing the belt. Oh, and looks like she's going to isolate that arm and make an attack. Oh, triangle choke.
Yeah, we've seen some great transition from standing down to ground, and three ways of winning on the ground, and one of them is by strangulation, either with the hands or the legs here, and that's what she's trying here. Triangular strangle with the legs, Sangaku Jimmy, and can she get the leverage on it? Not quite.
Yeah, she had the triangle locked, she just couldn't put her on her back. It looked like she was going to try and use that for that modified Sankaku Osai-Kome.
Well, two other ways of winning on the ground, which is holding them for 20 seconds on their ground without being entangled with the legs, and by arm locking for a submission as well. And of course, the main aim here is to throw somebody on their back with force.
Quite the dominant grip here is Castillos.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a big throw here. Something's going to happen because, like you say, dominant with the grip, arm over the back there, controlling the back all the way through.
Yeah, she just seemed like she held back a little bit with regards to firing up that left leg. I think she can rotate her if she does commit to that.
Well, I think Sharir now will have to do something to fire back because Castillos is been all the way. She's the one initiating the techniques, and we have a penalty system. Now then, she goes to work.
Oh, nice block.
It was a huge throw as well, wasn't it? Sharir just decides to do a big Sori Kamigoshi off the sleeves, and she goes left this time.
Oh, man, she's going to try and drive through, but fortunately she didn't because she could have twisted the arm of Castillos.
Well, we see a lot, don't we? Some of the reverse Sienagis there where they tie up the jacket and the pressure on the arms actually forces you to spin it over. But they get a lot of scores from it. It's a modern variation of an old technique.
Today we did see an elbow injury due to some really hard Kumi Kata and trying to break your opponent's grip. So it is quite dangerous. It's the first thing you have to do. You have to get a hold of your opponent, and in doing so, it's tough. The person's trying to rip your grip off. You see a lot of the fighters have taped up fingers, and then, whoa, look at that.
Well, of course, and they have to attack as well, and it's got to be a valid attack, and that's Sharir coming right back into this match. And I was going to say, well, I said, didn't I, that she's got to do something, so she decides to, and she's had 2 near misses there with throws. They have to get at least the side of the upper part of the torso onto the mat to get a wazari scored, but if you throw them cleanly on their back, it's an ippon.
And this is one of those contests, again, where it doesn't seem like it's 3/4 of the way done, but it's only a minute and 11 seconds left and no scores on the board yet.
Yeah, it's been interesting. Both the fighters deciding to really give it a go. For 5 categories we had yesterday. We had the lightest weight categories right the way up to light middle. And today we've got the middleweight categories, 63s and 70s for the ladies, under 73s and under 81s for the men's.
Wow. Again, those drop-down techniques are leaving people a little bit susceptible for a choke, especially if they keep that lapel grip.
You know, they have to get rotation on those drop throws that they're doing, those very low shoulder throws. Cianagi's got to get rotation because otherwise they'll get penalties. And Castillo's there has already won Shido. And her coach is just being told just to calm it down a little bit and not to shout while they're actually fighting. The coaches cannot shout any kind of advice while they're actually fighting.
Of course, that is unless they say it during a cough.
Move, yes,
Yeah.
yes, something like that. Well, here we go.
Whoa,
She's going to go
whoa.
for the arm lock here. Now, can she straighten the arm?
Wow. Let's see if she can find the correct angle. Oh, my. Geez,
Well, she
look at
might
this.
just get that now. They're
She has to
outside
lift
the
it up.
area.
Other way. There it is. Oh, and the time ran out. Wow. She
Well,
was
that looked
actually
really
bent-
painful, and I don't think it's the kind of movement that you or I could put up with, is it? Where
No.
the arm twists like that. We're not quite as supple as that, and, well, very close with that arm lock.
Yeah, it seemed like the arm, she was having trouble identifying which direction to pull the arm to hyperextend it.
Well, it's pressure against the joint, whether it's a bent joint or straight. It doesn't have to be straight, but we have different arm locks. This could go either
There
way.
it-
Oh, dear
oh.
me. I was going to say it could go either way. She landed on the front there, so no score.
Little more rotation needed. Let's see here.
We'll see it from a different angle here now, and you can see that it's just too much on the front, and it has to be side torso, but side towards the back.
Yeah, she was kind of in between 2 different throws, an Uchi and an Uchimata, and she kind of pushed sideways. I think if she did one or the other, she could have had a little more success than that hybrid.
So good throw.
Whoa,
That's it.
that's
It's
it.
going to be all over. Castillos does it. Castillos of Brazil scores the wazari.
And there's that emotion we talked about. When it's all said and done, you can just drop your guard, you know, drop that game face and just enjoy all the hard work.
Yeah, I mean, it's nerves, isn't it, as well? You're very nervous. You want to win so badly. You know, it means such a lot because obviously they're going for the win and the bronze medal, but it's also for world ranking points as well, because world ranking points means a possibility of qualification for the Olympic Games. Not for all of these athletes. Some of these athletes probably will be involved in the Olympic qualification for the next Olympic Games after that. They're young. But certainly some of them really need these points, and that was a great win for her.
It's interesting. I was talking yesterday to somebody about what's the stronger motivator, wanting to win or not wanting to lose. Obviously, they're related, but sometimes they're
They are absolutely related, you know, because you get situations where you see 2 fighters, one's trying to win positively, and the other one is just trying not to try not to lose, and it is 2 different things. That was a good drop, Cianagi. This time she gets full rotation, didn't quite have control of the hands, didn't quite take her completely onto the back, but it was enough for a wazari and a medal for Brazil.
Yeah, 2 hands. She had 2 hands on one sleeve.
Yeah, they can do that. 2 hands on one sleeve as long as they attack simultaneously. It's got to be the same time. Can't keep the 2 hands on the same sleeve all the time.
She's quite happy with this result. Has a nice embrace from her coach. Excellent.
Second bronze medal match then, and it's going to be Katarina Heka of Australia, yes, against Buchanan Pinard of Canada. And this should be a great
Pinard
one.
looked fantastic today. She got caught for that one throw. Otherwise, outside of that, she's been looking fantastic. Let's see if the hometown crowd can influence her performance here.
Both of these are actually in the qualification zone because it's top 18 in every weight category. These are in the qualification zone. They're ranked 9 and 10 in the world. So actually, almost definitely these are going to qualify. But the thing is if you've got 2 people in your country with an Olympic qualification, then the country chooses who goes. Not in their case, but just to point it out, because they're very, very close to each other with the world ranking. But this will give extra points to make their world ranking possibly higher. Haka, of course, is one of Australia's greatest hopes for an Olympic berth because, of course, you know, it's a continent that is way the other end of the world for most of us. And, of course, they don't get as much judo there. So they put in all of their eggs into this one basket.
Haka's coach is multiple-time Olympian Daniel Kelly in her corner, also known as a UFC fighter as well.
Ah, that's right. Yeah, like you said, she had great form earlier, Boschman Pinard.
Yeah, her transitions from Tachiwaza to Newaza are fantastic. They're almost seamless. Haka looks really strong. She's very large for the category as well.
She's a fighter. Haka will fight all the way here.
Whoa, drive, drive, drive. Whoa, that was exciting. Both ladies here, there's no feeling out process in this one. They're going for it. The Canadian audience in attendance showing their support.
Yeah, Haka lost to Cho of Korea in the quarterfinals. Had to fight an extra match to qualify for this. I thought Boschman Pinard was going all the way, didn't you?
I did. I thought she'd be in the finals. I think there was a period of time when she thought she'd be in the finals today as well.
Yeah, but Amy Livesey spoiled that one. Amy Livesey of Great Britain is there in the finals. Well, great home support. It really is amazing. The atmosphere in here has been terrific all day, and everybody behind the Canadians, all the Canadians in here anyway, for sure.
Yeah, it's perfect size venue. I mean, there's fans on both sides. The acoustics are good. You can hear the audience cheering. In fact, the way the seats are set up, you can feel the audience cheering.
Yeah, you can actually. Yeah, it's true, isn't it? It vibrates in here.
If you live in a country that hosts a Grand Prix, consider making a weekend out of it, a trip, a vacation, something to go see it live. It's great to see it online and on television, but there's nothing like seeing one of these events live and in person. Uh-oh. Is this going to be outside Kumi?
It could possibly be
They
here.
called it. Oh, she's out.
Well, she had to choose her time very carefully there, Haka. She was being held down. If she let her settle just for 1 millisecond, it would have been all over. Did well there.
Here she's going to try and turn her over. Again, Boschman Pinard, excellent Sankaku. And she's going to try and come up, and this is going to be one of those triangle choke hold downs. As soon as there it is.
Yeah, she holds her. And now that started inside the area. It went outside the area. If you're all wondering why it's not been called mate there, but she's holding.
Listen to this audience there. As the clock continues to count down, they're just getting louder and louder, and there you have it. An Ippon and a bronze medal for Catherine Beauchemin-Pinard of Canada. And look at that smile, it says it all. God, that's exciting. I can't get enough of that.
Brilliant stuff. Like you said, the smile said it all. Great Ippon win there. It was a nice bit of transition, wasn't it, from Beauchemin-Pinard? And Hacker, well, 5th place, but she had a good tournament. Excellent tournament.
It's interesting, too, because Canada is also a bilingual country, and we are in a French-speaking part of Canada. And, of course, she is a French athlete, French-Canadian athlete, so a little extra support here, probably. I was in Budapest last year when Toth won the gold medal, and the crowd was also very electric. It was fun, very fun to be there live for that.
Yeah, this is the turn here for the Sangaku. She's looking for a triangular strangle, but actually what happens is once she actually gains control, she'll just zap up, bring her hips up there for the Osai Komi. And Osai Komi means she's got to hold her partner down for 20 seconds. Great for the Newaza.
She didn't quite have the actual three-angled choke. It's more like a diamond shape, but her leg's obviously strong enough just to hold her in position. And then when she rotates to her stomach, it's like kind of winding up.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and well, Hakanu, nice bit of groundwork and nice transition. And Beauchemin-Pinard, she's had a great tournament.
Man, on the replay, I can see the disappointment in Hacker's face, and it's heartbreaking, actually.
So the final, and this is the gold medal contest in the under 63 kilos category. Amy Livesey of Great Britain here in white here, and Cho of Korea. Here she is against the very, very talented Brit. And Livesey, well, she had a great run through, Livesey, beating Pinard in the semi-final match.
Livesey in the white gi, Cho in the blue gi. Gold medal contest, Montreal Grand Prix 2019, the first ever Grand Prix here in Montreal. Let's see if Livesey can pull this off. She's had a fantastic day. Cho it's a tough opponent.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I say, her match, semi-final against Beauchemin-Pinard, she just really did the business, and so now we'll see.
Both competitors looking very focused, and again, no feeling out process. They're going for it here immediately.
Well, it's left against right as well, so it's interesting that she has the sleeve here, Cho. So she's pulling the sleeve in, looking for the Sakeshi, and that's what you've got to watch out for when you've got a left-to-right situation. One commits, and then you, well, just slip it. We saw it with Takato yesterday, if you remember. Yeah,
it's a classic game of chess with their hips and with their legs.
Yeah.
You know, you fake forward and take them back, fake back, take them forward, or just try and power. Stick your hip in and power them over like that. Wow.
She gets the Wazari, and Livesey opens up the account.
I'm curious to see if this Wazari is going to stick. I didn't look like she went over, but let's have a look here. She's driving, second effort, third effort. Oh, and her...
Well, you see, that was, wasn't it? Definitely borderline whether it was side to front, but, you know, some people saying, well, should it be, shouldn't it? But it was absolutely on the side, so this score stands.
If she can duplicate that, that would be it. That would be Wazari Awasete Ippon. And wow, okay, it looks like Cho has one of her own now.
Well, I didn't think that quite landed. We're going to see it from the other angle in a minute as well, and you'll probably see that she did land more front than side.
Whoa, man, she committed there.
Well, they're both committing. You've got to give them that. They're both decided that they want to score big.
I think they're opting to stand back up. I think these ladies want to Yeah.
So it didn't quite to connect. It's funny, isn't it, when we get a different shot from a different angle, and you know, if you're refereeing from the blind side, sometimes you can see why they give scores that are not.
Yeah, they're so flexible that if you look at it from the wrong angle, you have to basically make an assumption that a certain body part touched the mat. But when you see the different perspective, you can see that it clearly didn't. Oh!
Now then, that's a Wazari. That's not an Ippon, but it's a Wazari. She overbalanced there, Livzi. And Cho did the Sakeshi. It's exactly what we were talking about there. Just tipped it with the hands. And it's tipping the balance of your opponent's movement. So have a look at Livzi here. She commits, overbalances over the wrong side there, but it was assisted as well by Cho.
Yeah, people specifically train for that counter. I wouldn't be comfortable doing that because you're in jeopardy right until the end. So halfway gone, 1 minute 55 seconds remaining, and it's all tied up. A Wazari apiece. Still anybody's game, anybody's gold medal. Oh man, that was sudden.
Well, Diashibarai but she just lands on the elbow, so no contact, direct contact. Wow, so close from Livzi.
Wow. I think Cho had the idea to potentially do an offside throw there, but she couldn't quite turn into it enough. Minute 27, 26 seconds left. 63-kilogram gold medal contest underway. If you're just joining us, we are live at the Montreal Grand Prix, the first ever Canadian Grand Prix tournament in the World Judo Tour.
Yeah, first time ever, and what a great job they've made of it as well. It's just been amazing. It will have been 9 categories we'll have done after day 2 here, and we've just seen, we've seen Ippon after Ippon, which is the name of the game.
Excellent choice in city and venue. Montreal, very multicultural, as is the sport of judo.
Yeah, it is. It's got a rich architecture, isn't it? Which is kind of got a colonial, French, British feel to it, you know, which is great.
Yeah, for a North American city, it definitely feels somewhere between a European city and a North American city.
Oh, Shimata again. And she changes direction.
Yeah, she was saved by one hand there.
Yeah, well, we'll have to, again, it was just away from us, so we couldn't actually see the landing, but the referee was right on top of it. You must remember that the referee is out there and is on top of the action. And a bit of a bloody nose there, and I wouldn't be surprised if she hasn't got to go off and get that seen to. But they can't do it on the mat. It'll have to be off the mat. Referee says, Hajime, and away they go again. Wow, what a good final.
25 seconds left. And if nobody scores in that 25 seconds, we will go into golden score. For the casual viewer, that is sudden death overtime. The first score will win the gold medal. Yeah,
either any score or 3 penalties against. We haven't even come up against a penalty here. It's been wonderful. Both have attacked really, really at the right times and with full conviction.
Wow. Action right to the end, not a penalty.
Great Uchimatas as well.
I like seeing that kind of judo, penalty-free judo. Here we go, golden score.
So the long way round, that's what I call that. That's it. You just take the long way round till we get started again.
Circle around.
A few more breaths and then get on with it. Of course, golden score just is a continuation of the first 4 minutes, and that's the way to look at it. It's not 2 separate contests. And the Seoinage was there. What a beautiful Seoinage, so deep, and the Kumi Kata, the gripping strategy, was trying to keep control of it all the way through.
And she did that clever little double clutch, kind of fake one, and then as she's reacting to that, went in again for a second one, which allowed her to get nice and deep.
Yeah, readjustment is so important, isn't it? With any technique, sometimes you have one stab and then you have a second one with a readjustment, which makes it work, of course.
Here they go. They're locking up.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh, she got her.
It's gone.
Same technique.
Yeah, absolutely. But I've got to say this, that Amy Livesey, for me, she just fully committed into that. She wanted an hip on herself, you know.
Nothing wrong with
when
that.
you see, yeah, it's like two boxers, isn't it? Opening up and taking the fight to each other. One of them's going to go. And, wow, that was credit to Cho. Cho, 2 Sakashis. The last one was an Ippon. But what a final. That was a superb final. And Amy Livesey should be very, very pleased with her silver medal because that was a great performance. It really was. Cho McKee of Korea wins the gold.
The fans in attendance here, quite appreciative of that performance. Both women definitely brought the fight, did not hold back, no feeling out process, clean judo, not one penalty.
Not one penalty, it was nowhere near a penalty. Both these fighters just taking the fight to each other. That was Livesey's Uchimata. This is the Sakashi. Well, that's the first one. Sakashi just meaning counter. Now look at this one. Look at the hands. Look at the drive there.
That's the first
with the
one.
hands, yes, that's the first one. And this is the second one. Full commitment, and this time, absolute control with both the hands.
Now the girls are saying, follow that, boys. See if you can have a performance like that.
Well, that's the way it's going to work here because we're going to have a ladies category, then it's going to go to a men's category, ladies category, men's category, and we've got 4 categories to come. Well, 3 more left. The next up is the under 73 kilograms category for men.
And all 6 competitors that are remaining and fighting for a medal have had fantastic days. Anthony Zing, one of the best opponents, I think, of the day. And Arthur Margelidon, what a day for him as well.
Yeah, and they've fought once before. Megalodon is one up against Zing, but this should be an absolute cracker because, like you said, both of these have been on absolutely amazing form. Terrific judo, Ippon judo, and I'm hoping that they both kind of open up like that 63 kilo final there, and that we're going to see some Ippon judo. He's exciting, isn't he, Zing?
Yeah,
he is. He's good. He's got some good judo. But this young man here is as well. Very impressed with him, and I think he's going to go far.
Yeah, they're both young fighters. Have a potentially not only 2020 but 2024. They can still be around and be significant.
Yeah, absolutely. If this Olympics isn't it, then certainly the next ones will be. So Zing in white here, Margelidon in blue. And straight away, you see the urgency of trying to get the grip, which tells us that something's going to happen here.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be some fireworks.
Yeah.
And if that initial lockup was anything, here we go. Both guys just coming at one another. Looks like nobody wants to back up. Strong Kumi Kata. Look at that grip.
Both left to left. Oh, what an Uchimata. It's left to left as well, which kind of presents its own problems always when it's the same stance. Now he's looking for that shimiwaza. He's already got one today as Margelidon.
Is it? Oh, now he's going to switch over to the arm. That's one thing I like about Margelidon or Margelidon. I'm not sure if it's a soft G or not, but he takes the back, he looks for a choke, he looks for an arm lock, and then if there's nothing there, he'll try and get out from underneath and go for an Osai Komi.
Good Newaza people, they're hunters. They'll hunt it out. And also, it's about changing direction as well, because, you know, a lot of people don't think of changing direction in Newaza, but you change direction in Newaza. Good Newaza people.
Oh!
That was close.
Just lost his grip, but he was loaded up on that hip.
You know, loaded up is the word, isn't it?
Both guys very capable of some big throws. Whoa, my gosh.
Well, Magellan there was underneath for the Tomonagi. Oh, I think we're going to see the Seonagi here. The standing Seonagi, look at this. He's going upwards. Only one way he's going, but didn't quite have the hand control, did he?
Yeah, the hip kind of popped out a little bit.
Looking for the Uchimata all the time, Zing. Got a lovely way in for that Uchimata.
Oh, be careful. This is oh, that's under.
It's on. And now he's going to just fall back onto it. Yes, he got it.
And that's the same choke Marjelidan did earlier, I believe, in his first round contest. And that's it. Ippon from Zing.
That was an excellent performance. And I love this crowd because this crowd, appreciative. And even though their man lost, you know, they appreciate good judo. It was really great transition and a great shimiwaza. What a strangle that was.
Well, now they're 1-1 against each other.
Yeah, he looked really, really sharp there, Zing. He really did.
And perfect timing to look that sharp. World Championships are next month in Japan. A lot of fighters are using this, you know, as a fine-tuning event to get themselves up to speed, hopefully to have their best performance possible. Yes. Oh, that's under. Jeez, look at that. It's getting deeper and deeper as he just rotates.
Well, I think the interesting thing here as well is the readjustment. So have a look at his hips, how they readjust. Have a look how he just lets him turn. Once he's secured it underneath the neck there, then the pressure goes on, and he didn't stand a chance, did he?
It looks like it's so close to getting his head out, his left arm, but it's not coming out. Like right there, almost the head popped out.
Yeah, great for the newaza.
It's a choke, but it's also a neck crank as well. It's under the jawline, so it's completely legal. But the position of the neck, and I'm sure these two gentlemen will meet again down the road. Here's two more gentlemen that had some spectacular days. Bouchard from Canada in the blue, Barbosa from Brazil in the white. This is also for a bronze medal. Minus 70, they're head-to-head. Here we are. Bouchard is 1-0 again.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one, isn't it? And you know, I said that it was a Canadian fest today, but we've got medal matches all over the place, possibilities for Canada, and showing their depth. And I think that's what's so nice, isn't it? You know, showing depth that they're here against some of the best fighters in the world, and they're all fighting for medals. But the situation here in 73s for Canada, of course, they've got Magellan and they've got Bouchard, both fighting for the #1 place.
The audience in attendance once again coming alive as Bouchard steps on the mat. Whoop. Little boundary games they're playing here.
He's very awkward, isn't he, Bouchard? He has an awkward style, very left-handed, and he has some unusual grips. That big hand coming over the top there, and then he just snakes that leg in, and Barbosa's gone to ground a couple of times.
Yeah, really exaggerates that overhand left grab.
Now, can he get him over? He needs to get him over, hook that hand in, first of all. Needs to get him over the leg. Now he's got him over the leg.
Let's see if the juice is worth the squeeze here.
Love that expression. Now trying to take, well, he's got the other leg trapped. So
yeah, Barbosa has everything trapped.
Yeah.
Some good defense there. Well, he's still working on it. Oh, that's Osai Kumi.
Oh, I think it might be. I think he's got the Osai Kumi. And that was a nice bit of groundwork. It really was.
Can he hold on? Can he hold on? As the clock ticks, once again, the Canadian audience really showing support. The clock is ticking down, 5 more seconds, and he's gonna win a bronze medal. And there it is, bronze medal. Bouchard, Antoine Bouchard from Canada. And the audience, oh, that must be some family members. They're getting emotional. Good for him, good for him.
Well, in front of the home crowd as well. Bouchard doing the business. That bit of Newaza was superb.
Obviously, some of your best memories will be winning medals at major events, but winning a medal in front of a hometown crowd, that has to be up there. One day when he looks back, this is going to be a fantastic memory at the first ever Montreal Grand Prix.
I agree. That was excellent, very cool, calm and collected. I said he's very awkward. He has an awkward stance, feeds that leg through. He got the reaction that he wanted because straight away Barbosa went to ground. Did it a couple of times actually, and that's what he wanted, of course. So goes to ground, and then he was in trouble, wasn't he? Sangaku Gatami, and just manages to secure the head all the way and all the time.
He's stabilizing himself with that right arm. Very interesting. So I guess he answered the question for us. The juice was worth the squeeze. Well, I want to thank all 3 levels of government here, federal, provincial, and municipal. They all supported this event and allowed helping it to take place here. And without them, this couldn't have happened.
Well, we need our sponsors. We were saying earlier how important sponsorship is. And it's important not only to put an event like this on, but it's important for the athletes as well. Without them, we wouldn't be where we are, that's for sure. So thank you to all the sponsors, of course.
And I hope people look at this like, I mean, it's July, it's summertime in Canada. There's a wonderful judo event. Combine them, try and make a little vacation out of it. Montreal's a fantastic city. Come here, spend the weekend, sightsee, watch some judo, and really kind of almost reward the city for hosting the event.
I agree. Well, what a final this is. Hashimoto, 2-time world champion, world silver medalist currently, and there he is against the very experienced Svortov, Olympic medalist, and he's just coming back to better form, Svortov. I've seen him in a couple of finals just recently. Hashimoto has got something to prove because he's not going to be going to defend any world title or even try and win his world title back, should I say, at this World Championships, because 2 Japanese are going ahead of him. So got something to prove here.
Yeah, Svortov didn't look perfect today, but he made it to the final. So let's see what Hashimoto can do.
Well, Hashimoto probably it won't be the #1 choice for the Olympic Games. Ono beat him in the Japanese trials. And what's it you said to me? You said that's
hashtag depth.
Hashtag, yeah, depth. Yeah.
Here they go right away. Look at the hand speed.
Yeah, it's going to be about the grips. This is
really lunging in. Hashimoto, I'm surprised. Most Japanese fighters don't lunge in and lose balance, but he really kind of jumped in there and got a punch in the face for it.
Yeah, Hashimoto, quite a handful, I think, outside of the judo as well as inside the judo. And he doesn't like it, actually, when the fight's taken to him. It's a fact. It's just one of those things. He doesn't like it when because you come out there and do judo with him, he'll throw you. So obviously you come out and fight him, and it doesn't always go his way. So when I've seen him beaten by the Europeans, it's somebody that's come out just to physically fight him.
Maul him a little bit. Try and negate that technical wizardry.
Yeah, well, it does, doesn't it? I mean, all of a sudden you can't get the angles, you can't get them to settle, so you can't get the techniques working.
Yeah. It's like trying to tell him, would you stay still?
Yeah. Do you know who I am?
Both competitors really not interested in Newaza thus far. They want to get back up and continue this hard Kumi Kata contest. Try and sneak in a couple more punches.
Well, I think that what will happen is, one penalty up there to Svortov, but I think that once Hashimoto gets the grip, one grip that he wants, he can go left and right. Once he gets one grip that he wants, then I think that he'll explode underneath, and I think it'll be off the sleeve. Just a prediction.
Look at this grip, elbow in, going for the second hand, Svortov over. Whoa! Lefty versus righty. Oh, he's switching sides. Gosh, this is technically fantastic. Both guys standing straight up, right in each other's face.
Yeah.
Saying, I like your judo, but have it, check out my judo.
Well, he tries to back people up all the time, Hashimoto, and a couple of times I've seen him coming unstuck. So he's just backed him out there for a second Shido. Watch him now, because he'll try and do the same again, but it won't work for him. The referees, I don't think, will allow him to finish this contest with a third Shido. Oh, whoa. That was close. Loaded up then.
Yeah, well, fell to his knees. Svortov's back is against the wall. 2 Shidos in 2 minutes and 3 seconds remaining. We're not even halfway through the contest, and he's in some trouble.
Yeah, and also, like I say, he's just trying to set up the right angle of approach here, Hashimoto. Svortov hasn't taken the fight to Hashimoto. Easier said than done, saying, we want you to attack. Not always easy with somebody like Hashimoto.
Yeah, he can easily look and say, I'm trying.
And there's the push. So watch this. I think the mate might have been called. So if the mate was called, it's a possibility Hashimoto might get a penalty for pushing out. So watch this. So I said he wouldn't get away with it again. So for me, he pushed out. And I said that he'd go for the third Shido. Did he get it? He didn't get it. So they've decided not to. I think they've got to give it. You can't not give it.
Oh, they're checking the video replay now. And that'll change the complexion of this contest with both gentlemen having 2 Shidos. They're looking at it right here. Yeah,
head comes down.
Definitely
and
pushing.
It's definitely pushing. And it's different, and the whole point of this is that we don't have them pushing for 3 Shidos. If they go all the way through 4 contests, winning by 3 Shidos, then we have a whole match without a score.
Mm-hmm. And they're letting it go.
Yeah, they're going to let it go. As far as Svortov's concerned and Hashimoto, for me, it was Hashimoto got away with it.
So sometimes, in this case, the pressure for Svortov to now stay active can open up opportunities for Hashimoto to possibly get those quick hips in there and lift him up.
So I think that's the last chance for Svortov. I don't think, because he is bad on the edge, and I have to say, but it's just that we can't allow people to push out. That might be a Wazari, I think. Yes, Wazari.
Whoa. Okay, turned out. Svortov looking content. Oh, that's it.
Yes.
It looks like he kind of, I don't want to say gave up, but he kind of gave up. Hashimoto just a bit too much in this contest. That's a gold medal for Japan, 73 kilograms.
I think he knew, didn't he, that it was drifting away from him, and you can't get the feeling that maybe there's no way back here.
Nice display of sportsmanship by these 2 guys. That was a tough fight. And there's a smile. The machines become human. Really playing up to the audience. Very nice. Again, you can see one of our principal sponsors, SOCAR, on his back. If you need some gasoline, some petrol, and you're in Europe and you see one, we'll get some gas there. Support those that support you.
Yeah, just a little bit of loss of balance there from Svortov, but he was never really in the game. He was trying, but I think that he felt the power of Hashimoto. Hashimoto well on top all the way through.
Hashimoto was swarming him.
Yeah, that was the juji there, just onto a loose arm. It was It was strange the way it came out. Look at the turn. And then literally just grabs the wrist.
Looks a little disappointed himself for leaving that hand out there. Literally just snatched the wrist and took the arm away. And if it wasn't completely on at that point,
it was going to get on, wasn't it? It definitely was.
And I'm not sure if he's right-handed, but he has to eat dinner tonight, so might as well tap so he can eat.
Medal ceremony of the ladies under 63 kilos category.
There's Dr. Lisa Allen.
Well, listen to the crowd now.
Yeah, look at that smile.
Absolutely loving this. Boschman Pinard, of course, well deserved with that bronze medal. Brilliant performance. Alexia Castillos of Brazil also. Some great judo we've seen, we really have. And Amy Livesey, I've got to say, just gave it absolutely everything. She was out for the Ippon.
And I must say, Dr. Lisa Allen, probably one of my favorite people as part of the IJF. She's just fantastic.
It is a great job as well, absolutely brilliant.
And critical job as well.
Yes, he does. Cho Moki of Korea then wins the gold medal. What a performance. This is what secured it in the end. 2 Sakayashis, 2 counter techniques. And it was Amy Livesey that was always going for the Ippon with the Uchimata. Twice she got countered. 1 for Wazari, 1 for Ippon. But it was good Kumi Kata, good gripping there from the Korean that finishes it all off.
One of the things I'm proud of judo, proud about with regards to judo is its gender equality. You know, the contests are now equal in duration. And the men and women train together, and they're expected to do the same. And I think we're leaders in that sense.
Yeah, you were saying that we're world leaders, and we are world leaders when it comes to it. You know, they just came off the back of the European Team Championships where we had mixed teams, and it was just terrific all the way. So now for the family picture. Family picture, everybody can now relax a little bit. Boschman Pinard of Canada and Castillos of Brazil get the bronzes here. Amy Livesey of Great Britain gets the silver, and Cho gets the gold with a sterling performance.
I love the fact that they call this the family picture, because it is, you know. We're all one big judo family.
Well, I know people, you know, I've known people in judo for 50 years, you know, it's an amazing thing, you know, and still seeing them every day. So here we go, bronze medal then match in the under 70 kilos category for ladies. And we've got Megan Fletcher of Ireland here against Willems of Belgium.
I was hoping to see her brother here as well. I'm a fan of his judo.
Yes, he's a little bit injured, actually, and so he's unable. He had to pull out the last minute, and so, so he wasn't able to come. Big shame, because he's really enjoying a lot of really good results as well.
He's built like a pit bull.
He is, and terrific judo man, and a great, Ben is a great ambassador for the sport. But Ireland, and they're enjoying some great successes, they really are.
Gabriella Willems in the blue gi from Belgium. Megan Fletcher from Ireland in the white gi, 70 kilogram bronze medal contest. And we are underway. Both competitors here quite tall in stature. Physical contest, very strong.
Well, trying for the strangle straight away here on Fletcher. Fletcher's likes her groundwork as well. So not a good place for her to be. That looks to me as if it's across the face.
Yeah. Now she switches over to the, looks like the arm, but it's not going to work here.
Well, she's hooked in, and she wants to straighten the arm here. Megan Fletcher just has a little look back there.
Whoa.
Just needs to keep it tight. Don't panic.
She's holding on to her own lapel as, oh, man, this is getting more and more serious as it progresses. Let's see if she can straighten that arm out.
Wow, great, isn't it, to see a good bit of groundwork, and it's great Newaza. Still going for the Juji Gatame.
Relentless.
And still on the arm. She's still on the arm here, and she's still not letting it go because the referee doing a great job. This little bit of Newaza has been going on for nearly a minute.
Wow, look at this.
She's going to spin again as well. Watch her spin the head through, and she'll get the, yes.
Wow.
So now, Megan
look at
Fletcher.
that. She's down to a couple fingers holding on to that gi. Can she straighten this arm out? Fletcher is in big trouble. And Williams, oh, it looked like she just kind of lost some of the progress she made. Pulling and pulling and pulling, and she has to push her legs like doing a deadlift.
She's attacking all the time onto the head. Now, can she readjust the balance again? Megan Fletcher still in trouble. She's going to go to the top of the lever again. That arm looks to me as if it might come out. But Megan Fletcher is not giving up.
These ladies are telling a story out here. And she's lifting with all her might, and she gets it.
Wow.
And she's tapping.
She gets the submission.
Wow.
And I don't think the Willems would have been able to stand up after that little exchange. I just don't, it takes so much out of you, a groundwork exchange like that. And that was one of the best groundwork exchanges I've seen for a long time. Great.
I'm proud of the referee for not stopping that, because it seemed there was a moment where they kind of slowed down, but it never stopped. And she just kept rolling and rolling and was relentless and did not give up, and it paid off. She definitely spent quite a bit of energy, but it completely paid off.
Well, she shakes her hands there quite naturally because, wow, no, the referee surely cannot stop this. That was such a brilliant bit of groundwork. It really was. Such energy expended there, and the good thing for me is that she never lost sight of the prize.
So I wonder what they're looking at. I wonder if they're going to say it was a wrist lock.
She got the fingers. Yeah. Well, no, I don't think. I think against the wrist is okay.
Let's see, she's going to bring her back over. Is it I think that they're thinking perhaps it's a wrist lock, because her wrist is bent this way. And
well, maybe, and that might be a situation where Megan Fletcher might still be in this, because I thought that at first she'd straightened the arm.
Yeah, it looked like, I thought originally it was like a bicep cutter type thing.
Yeah, it's gone to a video referee. They'll look at that. I mean, it's against the law to apply pressure to the wrist, so no ippon given.
Wow, well, you know what? And she gets a penalty. Hansokomaki.
Hansokomaki for applying pressure. All of that. Now, I mean, that is not what we want to see, is it? But what happened there is that pressure was applied to the wrist, and it's against the spirit of play. Megan Fletcher won't be happy winning a bronze medal like that, I can guarantee you.
Yeah, and as soon as the ref called ippon and Willems let go, you see Fletcher immediately shaking out her wrist. And you know what? I mean, for example, she won the match, but she may be injured, so it may not,
Well, I mean, the thing is, yes, she could be. I mean, and you're not allowed to apply pressure to the wrist, so, we have to look at the intricacies of that technique, what she was after. And there's one thing applying pressure to the wrist one way to get the arm out, but there's another thing applying pressure to get the submission. And, it's not Aikido. We're not doing Aikido. And well, it's a crying shame, and I do feel for her because, that was a brilliant bit of groundwork. It really was brilliant. Yeah, she is applying. It was.
But the wrist is, okay, this way is, the wrist going back is one way. When the wrist is going forward, that's really dangerous. So it wasn't that way. But all that hard work I mean, she really earned that. It's a shame that it came out with that result.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that we're going to have lots of looks at that particular one there. The look on her face there says, well, how did that happen? And wow.
That's
anyway,
the first we've seen of that this weekend.
Yeah,
that's for
well,
sure.
exactly. Second bronze medal match, and we'll have Kim here in the white against Roxanne Timmins of Belgium. And, well, they're well ranked 38 and 30, respectively. Roxanne Timmins has had a nice run through to the semi-final, and she lost to Sochiro of Germany in that semi-final. But, great judo leading up to that. Timmins was winning all her matches.
Belgium with an excellent showing in this event. Here we go, Roxanne Timmins from Belgium in the blue gi. Kim Song-yeon in the white gi. Minus 70 kilogram bronze medal contest coming up right now.
Yeah, well, Timmins and Willems have been head-to-head for a few contests, so Willems we've just seen go out, not in the best way, but anyway, can Timmins win a bronze medal for Belgium?
Shocking way, especially when you think you won and then you found out that you lost.
Well, you do everything right, and I guess that in a situation like that, I don't think it was intentional, personally. But
I don't think it was either. And also you have the added confusion of a judo gi wrapped around, and you can't see everything clearly sometimes.
Like I say, a lot of discussion about that particular movement. I'm sure we're going to have it in all the referees' discussions in the future.
And these ladies are battling now with some hard Kumi Kata. Really trying to establish the dominant grip here.
Yeah, they have such good stance. The Koreans, it's always a mixture. I always think of the Korean judo as a mixture of European judo and Japanese style because it's upright. That's the physicality of European, and it has the style of the Japanese.
Yeah, there were some training videos online of the Korean national team doing some physical conditioning and very intense training.
Well, even the great Jun Ki-young said to me, he said that, because I said, well, how would you explain the training in Korea? He said, brutal. And if he said it's brutal, it's brutal.
And brutal creates brutal.
Well, yeah, and it did. And he said that's what it's like. It is. Minute and a half gone.
What's the expression? Metal sharpens metal?
Yeah. Yeah.
No scores yet. Almost halfway. Bronze medal contest, 70 kilograms.
Well, looking for the Uchimata Timmins.
If you're just joining us, this is the final block of day 2, the Montreal Grand Prix. Day 1 was amazing yesterday, and day 2 has been nothing short of also amazing. And tomorrow is day 3, the final day, and a lot of people are anticipating watching Teddy Riner compete.
Yes, it's a comeback. No, I don't want to say comeback, but it's certainly, he's been out for a little while, and so, we'll see how he does there. He's obviously going to do the warm-up for the World Championships, I would think, and then, of course, his main aims are on the Olympic Games.
If I was a little taller, I might have a go at him myself. No, I will not. That's a joke. All over social media, there have been some Teddy Riner sighting posts in Montreal. There's the Wayne Gretzky of hockey, the Tiger Woods of golf, and the Teddy Riner of judo. He's become quite the celebrity in the sport.
Yeah, great for judo, that's for sure. So now Timmins trying with the Sangaku, trying to just tie up the head. Can she get the leverage?
She just has to hook. Well, her legs are hooked. And everybody keeps commenting on how nice he is, just how nice he's a teddy bear, literally.
Yeah, he's a good guy, and I think he handles it so much better now. Now she's trapped off with the leg, actually, Roxanne Tymons, and I think that she needs to apply pressure and sit up the other way.
Yeah, switch directions.
Can she get the leverage? She's got to be careful on the leg, can't straighten the leg. But that Sangaku movement definitely on. She needs to go for the far leg. And the Korean just holding off.
She is determined.
Yeah.
Wow, and she held on.
Well, just managed to hold off, didn't she? That wasn't quite there.
26 seconds left in this bronze medal contest between Kim from Korea and Tymons from Belgium. No scores on the board at this time. Starting to look like this is going to go into golden score. Whoa! I almost spoke too soon.
Yeah, but she might find herself with a penalty there. So a penalty given to Tymons just before we go into the golden score period. So now that Shido gets carried over. For people out there that don't know what the Shido is about, the Shido there is the little yellow flag that you can see on your board. Indicates a penalty, and you can get penalties for not attacking at the right time, not fully rotating with an attack, pushing or stepping outside of the area. There's several ways that you can get it. 3 of them, and it's Hon Sokomaki disqualification, and that's the second one up there now to Tymons. So Tymons just did a drop there, and we saw her penalised for it.
Yeah, this is definitely going to change the complexion of the fight. Tymons has to turn it up. She has to open up. Oh, I don't.
Not enough direction. The Korean has to change direction. Make sure that she puts her own note onto that attack.
She was in a good position for an arm lock. She abandoned it and almost got caught in a hold down.
Still everything to fight for here. 2 Shidos, can't afford another one. Tymons will make sure that she doesn't get another one because she'll have to attack. So now, just a couple of attacks behind. Now tries for the Sangaku again. Needs to conserve the energy, I think.
Well,
saying that, just manages to open her up.
Tymons looks very comfortable in Newaza.
So anybody's match this. 1 minute 26 already into golden score. Tymons changes direction.
And gets to the ground where she looks more comfortable. That was a nice attempt. Probably one of her best attacks so far.
Yeah, it changed direction, didn't it? And going over both flanks.
1 minute 40 seconds into golden score. Let's see if Tymons can avoid that third Shido and score, or will Kim score and secure the bronze medal?
Yeah, well, she's certainly managing to go in. That's going to be it. Is that going to be the score? I don't know. There's too much of a break. Too much of a break there from the roll, and so no score will be given for that. Tymons still in.
2 minutes, 6 seconds into golden score.
Yeah, it's got to be all part of one continuous movement. That's where it was something like that. Has to be part of one movement. Can't have 2 different movements. Now that was a bad one. That's got to be a penalty, surely, for the Korean. I wonder now. Well, are they going to remember it? And I always think, if, as a coach, and I think, well, just let us stand up, get the penalty, and then carry on.
Kim breaking the arm lock attempt by lifting Tymons off the ground.
Yeah. So she got away with that, Kim. She just dropped on her hands and knees.
So I don't know if it's better to stop the action at that point so it's fresh in the referee's mind.
Well, I think I would. I just, do it while it's fresh, certainly. So that was it. Kim just rotates underneath Sori Komigoshi. She threatened it so many times, but in the end, it manages to just get Taymans onto her side. And so Belgium are going to come away with 2 fifth places in this category.
Man, I looked away for a split second and I missed the throw. That's the nature of judo. It could happen in the blink of an eye.
And it did. Yeah. Roxanne Taymans, great performance, and it was all evens, it really was. Just that one there, the look on Taymans' face says it all, it really does. And, it was side towards front, wasn't it? But nevertheless, it was still side. If you stopped it on the absolute where she makes contact with the mat, you would see that it was the side torso that hit the mat, and it was enough in the end for Kim Sin-young to get the Bozari and the win.
Yeah, she was definitely, the back was exposed to the ground. Hard fought battle.
Yeah, it was. They gave everything, didn't they? And well, Korea just notching up some of the medals here. But now we've got the final, and this should be an absolute cracker. Giovanni Sochimaro of Germany and up against Kalita Zipanzik of Canada. And listen to the crowd go in 1 second.
Yeah, they are. Sochimaro is 1-0 against Zipanzik in prior meetings. So they don't have a rich history together, but they have met once.
Yeah, they have. And, their world rankings not too far apart, just 4 notches away from each other. One at 18, one at 14.
I like that double fives to her coach. There's Kalita Zupanzik.
Yeah, Sochimaro looks confident, doesn't she? She's in white here. Zupanzik is in blue.
Gold medal contest, 70 kilograms.
Straight away there, Zupanzik.
Yeah, she's coming on
starts it
strong.
off.
Looked like she was attempting a koshiguruma. Skochimaro has her back. Let's see what she can do with that. Oh, she's standing up, opting for a little tachiwaza. I don't blame her. Kalita Zupanzik is very strong on the ground.
Two finalists, Canada. One in this category, and of course we've still got the under 81 kilos category to come. Great tournament they've had. So Zupanzik there looking for the Sangaku follow through.
I wonder if I'm going to find out actually, if the Canadian athletes that live around here were able to stay at their own home or did they have to go to the athletes' hotel.
Yeah, I think, well, certainly for me, as a team manager, I'd have them out the home, definitely. I mean, it's just, I'd get them into the right frame of mind, the right situation, game on. Home, it kind of relaxes you, doesn't it? I don't know whether you have the same vision on that, but I love home now. Yes, it. Zupanzik then looking for the Uchimata all the time. It's a right against left here. Zupanzik is the only one at the moment taking the fight to Skochimaro.
Yeah, definitely pushing the pace, not waiting. There is her boyfriend in the audience, American judoka.
He's done a little bit himself, hasn't he?
Yeah.
It's just a tad. And you were talking about the newaza, of course. A lot of the newaza from him. Brilliant. BJJ and judo.
2 minutes, 18 seconds remaining in this gold medal contest. Zupanzik pushing the pace. Let's see if she can capitalize, score. Maybe take it. Well, Skochimaru going for Uchimata.
Yeah, well, I suspect that we're going to see some kind of Sakeshi with the left to right here. Both attacking with the Uchimata. Both want the same technique.
Zupanzik immediately covering up that arm, realizing that Skochimaru is going to attempt to get some form of triangle on the upper body. Zupanzik really strong. She went for like a Koshiguruma without the arm, just really the head. Just trying to power her over.
Looking all the time for that Uchimata. Now, one of them is going to go with the same technique. They're looking for the same technique all the time.
Yes, Koshimaru looks like she'll transition in Uchimata, change directions and go to an Ouchi. Those tall, lanky fighters that hook that leg often switch directions. Oop. Let's see who can get that hip inside. They're just really, again, a chess game here with their hips.
It's all about the hips, isn't it? Trying to get climb around the hips, getting to the inside of the leg, and of course left against right, right against left works for both of them. They can't quite get the angle of approach. It can't quite hit the target.
Yeah, it's that classic game of lefty versus righty.
Yeah, what do? Do you hit the front leg? Got to hit it at the right angle if you do.
56 seconds left. Not a score on the board, not a penalty on the board. If this persists, we will go to sudden death overtime, aka golden score for the gold medal contest, minus 70 kilograms. Zupanzik from Canada in the blue gi. Skochimaru from Germany in the white gi.
Well, they've gone the same way all the time, and I was just about to say one of them needs to change the direction here, and this is going to be a hold down here by Skochimaru, and she's made a massive mistake here, Zupanzik. Fell onto her back here, and I don't think she's going to let go of that one.
Her arms are really tied up.
Already a Wazari up, now just got to hold it for another 5 seconds and it's all over, and Skochimaru's going to do it.
Skochimaru does win the gold medal by Ippon against Khalida Zupanzik from Canada.
That really was a mistake, wasn't it? It was a committed sacrifice. She fell onto her back and just, Skochimaru just straight on top.
Of course, the Canadian audience here showing appreciation and respect for both competitors.
Yeah, I think that's the key, isn't it? We've said about not only, it's appreciation, but the respect as well. That's the massive thing.
Congratulations, this is the first gold medal in the Grand Prix for Joanna Skochimaru, Germany.
Yes, a first gold medal in a Grand Prix tournament for Skochimaru. So it was Zupanzik that tried to go over the other flank, and look at that, fell into the hold down, just forces her over Skochimaru and into the hold down.
So Skochimaru, her right hand never broke that grip, well, until she readjusted, but right here she's maintaining her right hand grip, which is enabling her to really use that leverage to put her on her back, and then she adjusts, locks up the upper body, gets her weight distributed, drops down, and is able to hold Khalida Zupanzik for Ippon. Obviously a very strong lady because Kalita is very strong. So to hold her down, that's a feat in itself. Silver medal for Kalita Zupanzik from Canada. A silver medal is a fantastic accomplishment. The only problem is you kind of have to lose your last fight to get a silver medal, but nonetheless, she's walking away with a beautiful piece of hardware in her native country of Canada.
Well, we've now got a medal ceremony then, the under 73 kilos category for men. What a tournament that was. Under 73s there. Wow. Hashimoto was amazing. Anthony Zing and Bouchard of Canada get the bronzes here. Great performance from both these fighters. Wow. Both going for Ippon, and that's exactly what they got.
Silver medalist representing United Arab Emirates, Victor Skordo. And gold medalist representing Japan.
Victor Swatov gets the silver. United Arab Emirates, and of course the gold medal goes to Hashimoto of Japan. Hashimoto Sochi, former world champion, 2 times a world champion, world silver as well at the last world championships. This is the score that did it. Just a counter attack there. Swatov couldn't do anything about it. Arm lock.
Wow.
Well, yeah, it was just kind of one of those opportune ones, wasn't it? The arm was kind of there.
He was looking for it, but look at the angle he pulls it. It's completely sideways. Snatched it very quickly.
So not your traditional style arm lock, but enough for this man. So now the national anthem of Japan.
Thank you very much.
Great judo, great category. Ippons galore.
Your closest place to our medalists, men under 73 kilo.
Yeah, this category was fantastic today, providing some very entertaining judo, dynamic judo, exciting judo, the kind that when you watch, you're going to come back and watch again.
Absolutely. So Bouchard there and Zing, both Germany, Canada get bronzes. Swatov of the United Arab Emirates gets the silver, but it's Hashimoto Sochi there with something to prove, I think. Just a little bit of something there to the selectors, the Japanese selectors, saying, did you get the right man? Anyway,
yeah, I'm not done yet.
Not done yet. So, bronze medal match then, and we've got Jack Hatton of the USA stepping out in white. What a great day he's had.
Yes.
Asian Lapinagov of Russia, his opponent, and it should be a belter.
Yeah, Jack Hatton looked very sharp today. He's a gamer, that's for sure, and that's Lapinagov.
I was just about to say, like you're saying, he's a gamer. Never stops coming forward, does he? Always gives it his all the time. Wasn't happy about the decision that lost him to go through to the final. He obviously very disappointed with that one. Well, to go through actually to the semis, wasn't it? Because Cass and him went head to head. it was a really strong match, and then it was a bit controversial, to say the least. It took Cass through to Nagase.
Yeah. Jack Hatton is in the white judo gi. Aslan Lapinagov is in the blue judo gi.
We've had the American supporters up there in the audience. They'll get pretty vocal, I'm sure they will.
Where Montreal is situated is actually not far from the American border.
Aha.
Dominant grip here by Lapinagov. Overhand left grip. Beautiful gripping, actually. Whoops. That's probably going to be towards Hatton.
Yep, good call. I think that Hatton just not with the dominant grip, just didn't try and get it, so I think that he's got to fight harder for that dominant grip. Lapinagov just dominating. And we've seen a couple of the Russians playing for penalties as well, and I think they've had a couple of lessons today, just knowing that they can't do that. They're big throwers as well, the Russians. They can do it.
Yeah, sometimes fighters adapt to the referees and what they're calling and what they're not calling, but these referees definitely want action. So,
yeah, and I would have thought that they would have read that. They look surprised. A couple of the times they were just looking for that third penalty, went against them, and they're going, well, what happened there? But you would think that all the referees here have been playing it towards, well, don't do it. Nice technique. Hatton got lovely hips. I love his change of direction.
Yeah, again, Lapinagov with that strong overhand left grip, really bending Hatton down. Hatton's having a hard time breaking the grip. Looks like he's making another penalty here.
Yeah, and he's looking for it all the time here, Lapinagov.
I mean, that's one of those things where he doesn't want to stay there. He's trying to get out, but Lapinagov is just so strong. That's 2 Shidos.
So what do we do? Do we let them just carry on doing that so that they can win every contest like that without doing one attack? And I think that, the referees are right. They've got to do something, so I think that what will happen is next time both will get something, and of course Hatton will lose it if he's not careful. All for not being able to attack.
If you have that dominant overhand grip, you definitely should attack.
Yeah, exactly. So that one, better one there from Hatton. Yeah, they're shouting for him to do the Sasai again. It worked for him that time.
Yeah. Classic. Lefty versus lefty.
Yeah, it is a classic, isn't it? And just not having a chance here. Lapinagov just wants him to get the third Shido and get out of there. He hasn't attacked once. Not one time. So it goes against Lapinagov. Thank goodness for that.
Yep, still not quite in jeopardy. He still has a Shido to concede, but at least they're recognizing that he's not using the grip. And again, same grip, overhand. Hatton having a hard time breaking it once he gets it. Nice attack.
Yeah, and it's him again initiating the technique. Lapinagov not attacked one time.
Surprising with only one Shido on the board. 1 minute left in this bronze medal contest. Hatton from the USA in the white gi. Lapinagov in the blue gi from Russia. No score on the board, just 2 Shidos for Hatton and 1 Shido for Lapinagov. Those are penalties.
Yeah, this is a real cat and mouse game, and now that's what he needs to do. Off the grip. Just gripping in. Now what's going to happen?
Wow, yeah. I think he's adapting here. He's going to have to attack as they engage and don't let them engage and sink that grip in. Because once that grip is just really, really achieved, it's hard for him to do anything. So when they separate and re-engage, he's going to have to attack at that moment as they're re-engaging.
Well, again, Lipinagov there looking for the other penalty.
Oh, Justin Flores is coaching in the corner there. I'm going to try and say hi to him later. I'm a big fan of his too. Wow. That changes everything. 9 seconds left. Let's see if Hatton can push the pace and try and get him to get that penalty.
Well, and I've pointed it out, haven't I, how many times that that you'd think that the Russian coach would say, there is a pattern here, and we are seeing that when you're pushing for 3 penalties only without attacking, then it backfires on you, and you're going to get penalised because it's happened now to 3 of their athletes.
Yeah, I mean, especially you have to change the tactics once you get those 2 Shidos. You can try and get a third, but you can't do it just the same way. They're going to catch on.
Well, it's an education. I think they're not only for the fighters here, but for the coaches as well. That was really close there.
If he was able to drive a little sooner, he could have put him on his side or back.
Well, I find it incredible. It's incredible that Lipinagov hasn't been able to attack once. And like you said, he's had the dominant grip. He's absolutely controlled it. And now Travis Stevens trying to shout down to Hatton some advice. I think, Hatton is doing what he can here. He's just been dominated with the grips, and he's doing what he can to attack. He's the first in. And now he's going for the same thing, trying to get him penalised.
Man, this is a chess game here. 55 seconds in the golden score. Somebody's got to go. Hopefully not via... Oh! No.
Wasn't quite. I don't think it landed. I don't think it had the landing.
You could hear the collective gasp in the audience in attendance here.
Going to have a look here just to see how it landed. The referee, very experienced referee, and he knows if he's asking to have a look at it, he suspects it might have landed on its side. Yeah, they might give that. No, they've let it go. Okay. It's not the one that I like, by the way, that landing.
This is getting quite interesting here. Definitely a chess game. And
now Lipinagov.
That was pretty close. Very close. Too close for comfort, they say. Minute 29 seconds in the golden score. Audience getting into this because these guys are starting to really open up. They have no choice. 2 Shidos apiece.
Yeah, they've got to do something.
Wow.
Lipinagov now realizes that he's not going to win this match without an attack.
Yeah, coming right in. They were keeping each other at bay a little bit with their arms. Now they're right up close, and there it is.
Oh, that's a score. 1 attack, 1 score. Lipinagov looks at the referee, but, for me, he's kind of asking, well, what have I got to do? And that's what he's got to do. Just 1 attack, and he gets a score. And it makes you wonder, why? Why wouldn't he do that earlier?
Yeah, interesting outcome. Jack Hatton obviously disappointed. Hard fought battle. Both competitors just really gave it their all.
So Lipinagov doesn't manage to win it by 3 Shidos to nothing, but manages to throw him for Ippon in the end with a counter.
Yeah. He's not quite smiling. He's not thrilled with that result, but it's a bronze medal.
Yeah, he's not thrilled with it because for dominant grip, he knows. Yeah, it does, absolutely. He knows. Ko Sodagak, in the end, takes him over.
He got both legs on that, yeah. There it is. Just trips him up.
Yeah. Hatton knew, didn't he? As soon as he hit the ground there, big mistake, overbalanced.
Ko Sodagak is quite the effective throw so far in the last couple of days, especially when it's a hard-fought battle and there's been no score, and it seems to be the one that's if it's in golden score, it is the last the last score.
Yeah, but the last technique, yes, the last attack. Second bronze medal match, Timo Kivelius of Germany up against Matthias Kass of Belgium. And this is a 1-to-1 with their head-to-heads.
Both 22 years old. Again, 1-to-1. Kass looking sharp today. I'm surprised he's not in the finals, to be honest.
Well, the thing is that he's off the back as well of a European gold medal, which is last week in the European Games. It's the European Championships as well. He won the gold medal in great style. I thought he was struggling a little bit at the beginning. He had a massive golden score situation. It was huge. It just went on and on and on. Just managed to pull through, and that was against Hatton, wasn't it? That one there. Hatton wasn't happy about it, but nevertheless it took him through. But Kass now has had plenty of time to recover. Let's see if we see a different Kass in the final.
Kass in the blue gi, Timo Kivelius from Germany in the white gi. Bronze medal contest, 81 kilograms, the Montreal Grand-Prix. Once again, no feeling out process. Look at this. Sumagaishi attempt. After that last fight, this is what we were hoping for. Just guys that are really going to open up and try and throw for some.
Yeah, that's what we want, isn't it? That's what you need. Sport of judo, we need to be able to score ippons.
I want to see people fly through the air.
Well, we have seen plenty of that. I've got to say, we've seen it over these 9 categories. We've seen it, but sometimes we get a little bit of tactical play as well.
Yeah, that's an interesting debate. Tactics or clean, fun judo. A victory is a victory. One's good for you, one's good for the sport.
Well, how far do you let it go? That's the point, isn't it?
Yeah.
How far without penalising and, penalties? Are they part of the game? Yes, they are. Playing for penalties instead of ippons, is that part of the game? Well, no, it's not what we want to see, really.
One of my athletes at the Junior Nationals lost to a guy that specializes in penalties and stalling, and it's tough, it's hard to coach against that.
Yeah, but I mean, nowadays, and I think it's going the way of, and the referees, certainly here, I mean, he wouldn't be able to win here if he was doing that, because certainly people who are stalling and just looking for penalties. I mean, surely the main aim has to be to score ippons. I think if it was if it was a football match, you wouldn't be aiming for corners.
Whoa! Here we go.
Close. Here we go. Kivelius there really taking the fight to Kass. Kass flat on his feet. They really are having a job to move.
Yeah, he looks really strong. Look at his neck. It's thicker than his head.
Like I say, he's very cool, calm and collected. We saw him so dynamic last week and just a little bit flat this week. But still there, fighting for a medal, of course.
Both guys have their grip and opting to just kind of stand there, really. They better be careful. They're going to get some penalties. We're past the halfway point. No score, no penalties. This is for the bronze medal, 81 kilograms.
And we still haven't seen Kass go in properly, not fully committed. He's got a great standing, Seanagi. I mean, not just drop, standing. And saw him score beautifully with it last week.
A Shido apiece now. Not really going to change the complexion of the fight at this point. If they get another one, different story, and then they got to go.
Yeah, he's trying to find a way in. And I've had contests myself where I've been tired, physically tired, just trying to tell my legs to move. Just didn't go.
They weren't listening. But this I like. When they stand up straight and they can get... Whoa, okay. That foot just slipped out the side. If that didn't, he could have got some lift on that. 42 seconds left. Bronze medal contest. Cavalius from Germany in the white. Cass from Belgium in the blue. If you're just joining us, you're late.
You shouldn't be just looking. Yes.
You missed some
You should have been
fights.
here earlier.
Here we go. Standing up straight.
I think it's going to be one score here. One will commit, and it'll be it.
Yeah, these gentlemen want to stand back up. We want to see some ippons. Big skyrocketing throws. I want somebody to flip out. Oops, let's see if that's... Yep.
Second Shido to Cavalius.
And that's going to change things. Now he has to go. The instant pressure.
Well, into golden score then, and those Shidos will be carried over. Those penalties. One more Shido up to Cavalius, and it'll be all over. And one score, any score on the board, will win it.
Every time I hear that gong, I know it's a sound effect, but I always imagine there's somebody actually smashing a gong with a big club or something.
They're down there.
Maybe I can get that job. Here we go. Come on, guys. Nice grips. And there's a... Ooh, excellent
Now then,
agility.
he could be in trouble here.
Osai Kobe.
And Cavalius made a mistake.
Wasn't able to trap the upper body. Cavalius escapes to his stomach. Time is stopped. 38 seconds into golden score. If Cavalius gets one more Shido, that's it. Cass will walk away with a bronze medal. But I'm sure that's not the way either of them wants to win. They want to throw.
Yeah, Cavalius, this is his time if he wants to win against Cass, because Cass definitely left a lot of his form back at the look at that, drop Cianagi was right in there. So a lot of his form was there last week.
Oh.
Looking for the arm.
Wow.
Well, the arm was straight there, wasn't it? Didn't quite get the leverage for it.
Yeah, Cass was standing up enough that he was able to alleviate the pressure. But nice attack. Sumagaishi right into the Jujigatami attempt. Very smooth.
Well, he doesn't look as if he's really puffing, does it, with Cass? It just looks cool, but he hasn't got the snap in his legs. A bit like a puncher, just not got the snap to it, and then the coordination not quite there. Coordination just that centimeter off.
1 minute 47 seconds into golden score. Cass does have... Wow. Dynamic attacks from both competitors. Really no interest in Newaza, these guys.
No, they're not, are they? I don't think they've got the energy, tell you the truth. And I think that for Cass, I mean, this is into golden score again. He's had a few of these today already.
Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing the statistics with regards to match time for him. It's probably greater than a multiple of 4.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Now he's going to go in. He's got the sleeve. He likes the sleeve.
Well, let's see if the referee is going to penalize him there, or is that going to continue? His intention was to throw. He was just blocked by Cass.
Now he's going to open up. See you
Oh, there it is. Bronze medal. Wonderful drop down Iponsionagi by Cass from Belgium.
Waited for the right moment, then showed his class.
Well deserved. He had a fantastic day.
Yeah, it was well deserved, and he waited and waited for that, didn't he? And he was kind of half setting it up. We were talking about the twitch at the hips there in order to just set up a reaction just to start, and that's what we saw there. We'll see it back in a minute. That was another medal for Cass, and well, the reason he's here after fighting in a European Championship, Sami Gucci, who's also a Belgian representative here, he's also going for the Olympic place. So they were going to have them head to head. That's why they're here.
Oh, wow. They're going to fight right down to the end.
Well, it looks like it, and it'd be interesting if they've got the same world rankings. Well, then there's trouble, because then they'll have to decide what to do. There's the Seoinage, beautifully taken. Takes him onto his side. He does almost a full rotation. Kind of over rotates, but he's still on his side. It's the other side. But great technique. What a Seoinage. What a time to pull it out of the bag.
Dear spectators, you can see the highlights of this bronze medal contest on the screen.
Just has a little sneak up there, just a look there, just to see if it actually happened.
Peekaboo. I threw you. All right, here we go. This is going to be something special. One, because Nagase is extraordinary, and Antoine Valois-Fortier is a crowd favorite, so this audience is about to get fired up. But look at that. When it comes to head-to-head, Nagase has 3 wins to 0 losses versus Valois-Fortier.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't look at the world rankings there. 58 for Nagase. Nagase is a former world champion. Been out a little bit. He's found it difficult to find the team, get into the team because of the depth in Japan for a little while. But back now, and what a performance today he's had. Valois-Fortier just back after an injury.
Yeah, he was out for a significant amount of time. Nice to see him back, and of course in contention for a medal.
He's a very canny fighter, this one here, I tell you now, because he just chooses his moments. And Valois-Fortier, very experienced. Olympic and world bronze medalist. So this should be a cracker.
Whoa. He did not waste a second. He's going after it. Try to satisfy this hometown crowd.
And the commentators.
Yeah.
Brilliant stuff.
I'm going to stand up for this one. Actually, I got to peek this. I got to see this live. Here we go. Excellent gripping so far. We got the overhand.
Well,
Valois-Fortier, quite tall for this category.
Yeah, I think Valois-Fortier fighting this as he should there. Just take the fight to the Japanese and really put him under pressure. Nagase doesn't like the pressure.
Yeah, instead of saying I'll match your good judo with my good judo, it's no, I'm going to match your judo with some
Well, you got to be
aggression.
brutal. I was always told, no respect, be brutal.
Which is interesting because they obviously have a tremendous amount of respect for one another, but when it comes to the fight, you got to fight as if you don't.
Yeah, I don't mean be disrespectul on the mat, but I mean, no respect for the reputation, and just try and put it to the back of your mind and give them the fight. Strong fight for grips. We expected that.
Yeah, spending a lot of energy, but it's worth it. You have to. Valois-Fortier has excellent posture.
Yeah, and I suspect it's going to go on that front leg. Right to right situation, and this is going to be all about who dares go around that front leg.
Yeah. He's giving Nagase quite a hard time thus far. with this Kumi Kata battle.
Well, of course, when they go around the front leg, readjustment of the back leg there. We were talking about it yesterday with that Uchimata that went with the leg on the outside, but that readjustment of that back leg readjusts the balance, and I think that that's what would determine a score.
Oh yeah, they're really playing that hooking game battle, hooking leg battle.
I think he's fighting this just right here. Valois 48.
Let's see if he can quickly change directions. No, he was able to sidestep. I thoroughly enjoy that technique where you push against the boundaries, and when they push back, you change direction and throw them forward. Of course, that would be an ideal situation, but Nagase is quite the seasoned professional. He knows what he's doing. Antoine Valois Fortier is in a tough match right here. Oh, but he did step out of bounds, and that's a first Shido.
Yeah, he was kind of guiding him, wasn't he, towards that edge.
He was able to mask that push and hide it within action.
Got to watch it with the cross grip, Valois 48. All the time, cross grip. He's got to attack off it every time.
He's fighting with a very sharp right-handed angle, almost giving him the side of his body.
Now this is what they've got to be careful of as well, pushing that sleeve down without an attack at the end of it. And the referee will be hard on that. If he pushes it down anymore, it's all over.
Wow,
Oh.
Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, just a
Absolute brilliance there from Nagase. What an Uchimata that was. Oh my goodness.
It was smooth as silk. It just came out of nowhere.
Well, Valois Fortier there just shakes his head, but accepts, because that was absolute brilliance. Nagase, the gold medal winner there, and wow, what an Uchimata.
Yeah.
And it, like you said, it was an extreme right-to-right situation. Had to find the right way in. When he found it, just as a little something to Mr. Inui on the way out there, who has a similar kind of Uchimata.
Yeah, let's see that.
Look
Oh,
at that.
with the
He went
sleeve.
off the sleeve. He had the sleeve. So it was about the control of the sleeve there, and he just disappears right the way underneath. Look at the support foot, where it goes, because the support foot makes all the difference.
Yeah, oh yeah, he fired that left leg right back.
Fired it right the way back there, got it absolutely central, and that's why you saw the lift.
Left leg, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what gets the lift. Other than that, you need rotation. But that was brilliant there. Ogassi there disappears underneath, and he is back. That is absolute brilliance.
Yeah, at the end of the throw, he really only had one hand on him, too.
Didn't need anything else, did he? Because everything else had to be right. Support leg needed to be central. Then the hips made contact, and a lot of people, when you think about it, when you ask, where is Uchimata in the Nagano Kata? It's meant to be a leg throw, but actually a lot of them perform it with the hip, which is
throw.
interesting.
Yeah, that's an interesting debate, whether it's a hip or leg throw.
Yeah, it is interesting.
Well, according to my calculations here, Japan has 4 gold medals thus far. Canada has 1 gold medal and 3 silver medals.
Well, it's amazing. So, I mean, Canada having a great tournament so far. Let's just do the medal ceremonies here. The ladies under 70 kilograms just happening. We've got Fletcher, Megan Fletcher of Ireland collects the bronze medal. Kim Sun-jung of Korea gets the bronze medal. Silver medal goes to Korea. Zipanzik of Canada, and of course Sakimaro of Germany gets the gold. She fell into the hold down, Zipanzik, and she paid the price.
Yeah, that was a really tight, awkward Osai Kumi, the way her body was tied up with that grip there, and then she tied up. Yeah, that was just tough. And she's trying to figure it out here. You can see her just trying to realize what the heck is she going to do.
Yeah, she couldn't. Well, once that top half was wrapped up, it was all over, wasn't it? So now the national anthem of Germany.
Thank you very much. Now, family picture. We create this and rest of the who's going to bring. We will understand the tequila.
I can't believe we are 2/3 of the way through this competition.
Yeah, it's amazing, and it's going so quickly, isn't it? It really is.
They say time flies when you're having fun.
It certainly does. So Kim of Korea, Fletcher of Ireland get the bronzes. Supanzik of Canada gets the silver. Sukamaro of Germany gets the gold. Still one more medal ceremony still to come. All the finals have been completed, but don't go away until we've done that medal ceremony, please. And just to give us a little of the medals here, Japan, I think, with 4 golds.
4 gold medals for Japan. Canada has 1 gold medal, 3 silver medals. And then we have a lot of other countries. USA has 1 silver medal. Israel has 1 gold medal. Russia has a silver medal. Portugal has a silver medal. Mongolia has a gold medal. Korea has a gold medal. But a lot of single medals. Germany has a gold medal. Great Britain has a silver medal.
Yeah, we've got a lot of medals just spread all over the place. And I think that, well, with Japan clearly in the lead, nobody's going to catch them. But, yeah, it's certainly Canada having an absolute blast of a tournament. 4 medals already.
It's spread out quite nicely. Every time the flags go up, they're all very eclectic countries from all over the world.
Before we start the last awarding for today, once again you can see the highlights of today's final block on the screen.
Tomorrow we have the big boys and big girls coming up. First we have the little guys, then the medium guys, and we get the large guys. And when I say guys, I mean guys and girls.
Yeah, it's all still last 5 categories tomorrow, and it's going to be an absolute cracker. I think a lot of people will be tuning in for, of course, the great Teddy Riner. Last medal ceremony then just about to happen.
Bronze medalists are representing Belgium,
Matthias Casse then. Good performance considering he's so tired, and I know he's tired because he had a huge play last weekend at the European Championships. He had great form there. Lepenikov of Russia gets the other bronze medal there. Win over Jack Hatton in the end. One attack, one ippon. That's what it's all about.
What's your take? What would you prefer to I mean, obviously a silver medal is a better placing than a bronze medal, but you end the day on a loss, and a bronze medal you end the day on a victory.
Difficult. I got a couple of them at the Olympics, though. It was a bit of a hard pill to swallow. It was, you know. Valois Fortier then gets the silver, and this man here, well, with this beautiful Uchimata.
Wow.
What an opportune Uchimata it was. And Nikasi Tagori of Japan, absolutely blasts him over there. He got such height from it, and well, he knew it had gone, didn't he? Beautifully
Tremendous
taken.
lift with that leg.
Yeah, super lift. It was from a slightly obscure grip, wasn't it? It was off the sleeve, and like you said, in the end, it was one-handed.
Well, where the leg made contact with Valois Fortier was enough to lift and rotate, both with one leg, basically.
Right, and now the national anthem of Japan.
Thank you very much. Now,
Wow, what a way to finish. Second day of competition. Absolute brilliance from Nagase. Nagase at his very best. When he's at good, I mean, he is absolutely exceptional. So everybody up there on the rostrum there. Cass, the newly appointed European champion there with the bronze medal. Lepanigov, well, he's up there as well. Lepanigov, should I say, sorry. Valois Fortier, a little bit disappointed with that. And of course, we've got Nagase Tagore of Japan with the gold medal.
Yeah, you could shuffle that podium and distribute them in different places and it would all make sense. All four guys on that podium are fantastic athletes.
Yeah.
And it's just really getting exciting with the World Championships coming, the Olympics next year. Man, this is a good time.
It is a good time. Well, after 2 days of incredible competition, many Nippons, Japan clearly in the lead with the 4 gold medals. But Canada are chasing. They've got 1 gold, 3 silvers, and they're chasing hard. They've had an amazing tournament so far. 1 more day still to come. We've had a great time. We've got Teddy Renier tomorrow, more great judo. And from Anthony and myself, it's goodbye for now. We'll see you tomorrow, same time.